Hello everyone, this is Steven aka StenForestW here with another unboxing and sort of a review. This is the Samsung Galaxy S5. It's got a bunch of stuff on the back. Samsung is continuing to go with their wood grain feel. It's a very nice box, of course. Premium foam. Best one on the market right now, most powerful phone you can get at the moment. First time I've ever had this, like the brand new model phone, so it's pretty cool. Open it up and there's the phone right there. I got the black version. Pop it out. Now let's talk about the look of the phone first. As you can see, it's my desktop wallpaper, Assassin's Creed. So the phone is quite large. I have my old phone here, which is a Galaxy S3, and it's a lot smaller. I mean, when you put it like that, it's not that big of a difference, but you know, it is quite noticeably taller and, you know, a little bit wider. But I think it's, you know, this phone is curved around the edges. This phone being a little more square makes it seem a little blockier. I mean, not that it is blocky, but just it feels like a big rectangle now. It's funny how phones, they used to be really big when they needed to be to work, and then they figured everything out and they got smaller, and now because of media and they have to do everything, they're getting bigger and bigger again to be like tablets. Like, this is almost the size of one of the Samsung Notes. But anyways, aesthetically, all plastic. There's no metal, no glass on the screen or anything. You have what looks like a metallic rim, but that's plastic too, and it's noticeably plastic. Like, it feels like it just by touching it. But it does make it shiny. You got the USB port here. Actually, I'll go back to that in a second. Volume buttons, up and down, and your power, on and off. On the back you have, I think it must be some sort of sensor. You got your heartbeat sensor and your flash, the main camera there. Verizon 4G LTE, Samsung S5. Here's your speakers. Although, whenever there's sound coming out, even like in phone calls, which I know that speaker's up here, it vibrates right here, and you can feel it, and even when you pull it away, you can almost kind of hear the vibration coming right from the middle in the back here. It's kind of weird, but anyways, yeah, as far as design goes, no plastic, just plastic. All plastic phone, no higher grade premium materials for a premium phone like this. So, there may be some design envy holding it, like, you know, on its own, comparing it to another phone. I have a case, so it's not as big of a deal to me, and we'll take a look at that in a second. But, I don't know, it is interesting that they're sticking with that. The back is kind of like textured almost to sort of be like the leather that's on the Notes, but it's not. It's just sort of like a smooth, kind of squishy plastic. But it's not. One thing I'll say about the phone though is it's very solid. Like, when you hold it like this, it's very, I don't know, like, it feels like a solid piece. It feels well made. That's for sure. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm gonna break it just using it like this and being careful with it. Real quick, let's take a look at the rest of the box before we get into the phone, I guess. Pop this open, you get your manuals. headphones, which is cool. The ones for the S3 were pretty good. Ooh, okay, this is cool. I'm excited about this. Give you different size ear pads, of course. Small and large in here. The medium ones are already on there. But this is interesting. This is different. These are tangle-free cords. It's real popular now. The flat cords instead of the round ones that get tangled. Like, I'm sure these can kind of get tangled too, but you've got a slider thing here. That's new. And here it looks like you got your play and pause or pick up and your volume. So you got a 3-button there with the microphone in it. So that's pretty cool. Excited about that. I'll be using these a lot. Get a USB cord. And you got your charger here. Now, everyone already has like a million of these. I know I do. So, I mean, I'll probably plug this in somewhere or something, because what's cool about this is a USB 3.0 cord. You can see by the blue there. And that means higher speed of data transfer and faster charging. So I'll be plugging this into the back of my computer, leaving it there on my desk where my phone will go at the end of the day. Now onto the USB port on the phone. This phone is claimed to be water and dust resistant, so you got a cover here. My camera will focus. So you got a cover here. Pop it out like that. And basically what's cool about this is this port is the old mini USB port. You can see from this cord, goes in right there, sort of like next to it. And this one is just sort of like an expanded version of that. So goes in like that. It's really secure, really solid. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, this is gonna stay on my desk and that'll be it. Now the phone actually tells you to put your USB cover back on to, keep it safe and whatnot. Same thing for the battery cover, actually, and that reminds me, we'll take that off right now and just a peek under there real quick. So the back battery cover has sort of like a foam rubber seal around it that keeps the phone, resistant from dust and water. You got a big old battery pack there because this phone currently has the best battery life of any phone on the market. And you got your SD card and SIM card right there as well. There's the speaker again. So yeah, that's the back of the phone. Alright, now, so, that's basically everything, but let's get into the phone a little bit. As far as, my last phone being the S3 and getting used to the Galaxy and the new Android a bit. Oh, this is off, shit. Whatever. This is very similar to the Galaxy. My friend has the Galaxy S4. This is sort of like the next one in line, and it makes some predictable changes and iterations. You got all your settings. They're pretty much the same as they used to be. There's a good amount of like the motions and gestures from the S4 still here. So like if I were to go to my contacts, you can like hover your finger over them and see some details about it. Same with like the calendar and stuff like that. I guess one of the big things of this phone would be the display. It has a brighter, more efficient display than the last one, uses less power, and has better color correction and stuff like that. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that was possible. You can use your device by wearing gloves by increasing the touch sensitivity of the screen. There's a new thing called Toolbox, which, if you turn it on, it's a little thing that you can, like, bring it around wherever you want it on every screen and it stays there. You just hit it and it opens up some apps that you might need, like calculator. So you need calculator a lot. There it is. Bring it over there. Pop it open onto notes. This looks like a notebook application. Oh, memos. That's cool. I'd never used this onboard one before. I have a third-party app for that. Oh, this brings me to the buttons. You got the home screen there, of course. But if you hold the hold button down, it no longer does multitasking. It goes straight to Google Now, where you have your cards about, whatever Google thinks you're interested in, your Google search. The multitasking is now over here. It's got its own button. It's the multitasking button. Boop. So, hit that, and these are your previous things. That takes up the option button from the past, so you can actually hold it down still, and that's still your options right there. You just do a long press on that button, which I don't know how to feel about that yet, because I use that menu button a lot, but this arrow, the back button, that's still the same, of course. You can also, if you're using S voice for like voice commands, you can double tap the home button to get to it, but I haven't turned that on yet. So there are all sorts of widgets you can get, of course. You got weather, there's one for the flashlight right here that you just hit it right, you just hit it right there and turn it off. I think that's pretty cool. Active apps, I got my Shazam. Well, everything's really like in sync with Google, so you got a folder right here called Google, and you just hit it and boom, you're in your Gmail, and everything's all synced up, of course, because it's Android. What's cool about messages is you got people who you talk to a lot, you can put right up there, and always just have them ready if you have to send something to them. So I'm using, what's it called, SwiftKey, because I think that's the best keyboard you can get for any mobile device ever. The Samsung one is not bad. It's got its own dedicated number buttons, and I don't know, like, it's okay, and it has like some predictions that it will give you, but I don't know, it's not the best, it's kind of awkward. And then you get swipe. Swipe comes on the phone, and you can swipe stuff, but still, like, if I do a simple word, like simple, it does it, but it gives me like all these other suggestions, whereas SwiftKey, like, it knows exactly what I want, and it doesn't mess around with that. The way SwiftKey works is it knows you put simple in, and it's on to your next word. Simple as that, I don't know. The thing is, with SwiftKey, I can do whole conversations that I normally do without having to type that many words in. Like, I can do, I'll see you at the gas station, just by hitting words in over and over again. And then I spelled that wrong. We will take the same a car. Oh, it didn't know car, but I never say stuff like that anyways. I'm trying to think of a normal example and come up with weird stuff. But anyways, I think the phone's great. I think it's awesome. I would prefer it over the HTC One Mate. I would prefer it over the Apple ones, but that's just because of what it is and what I need it for now. I'm going to be using my phone all day, every day. But anyway, so I got the phone, went to the Verizon store, got a couple other things. So I got to give it to Verizon for this charger. I've had it before, but, you know, it got lost or stolen or something. Ow. That really hurt. You plug it in, red light comes on when everything's working, which, just right there, that's a good idea that not all of them do. You get a USB port in there, so I can take another cord, such as an iPod or something, plug it in at the same time. You get a stringy phone cord for reachability. If someone calls, you need to stretch it up to your head, and when it's on, you just grab it right here, like you just pick it up, and you touch the top of it, the little LED light turns on. So if it's nighttime and you need to see the port on your phone, just grab it like that, turn the light on, boop. It's not even a button, it just turns on when you grab it. So that's cool. Really wanted to get another one of these since, like I said, the other one's gone. Got an Otterbox for this. Otterbox I haven't had in a while. I had one on my phone 2 phones ago, but it broke like 2 or 3 times. Like, I've had a few Otterboxes. Not because they stink, because they're great. And I'm really rough on my phones. But I got rid of it because it was so big. But now I need it for work. I need it to be very safe and very secure, and also not in my pocket, on my belt. And so I got the Defender series belt clip for people who like work, have like manual jobs. Demanding conditions, heavy use, and random accidents. That's me, basically. Protects against drops and impacts, dust and debris, scratches. Includes belt clip, screen protection, 3-layer protection. Now, the way they do their Defender cases is really quite genius. Thing is huge. Just want to say that. When this is all said and done, this thing is massive. I'm so excited. When I put the cases on, that's when I really like it. I don't know, I like cases. I like this one a lot. Ooh, wow. This is like military looking. Look at that. Look at the lines on. Hang on. Focus. Focus. There we go. Look at the lines on that. It looks like a jet plane or like some sort of Mass Effect gun. You know what I mean? It looks kind of like Mass Effect, kind of future military looking. Anyways, the thing about Otterbox is their, like I said, 3-stage protection. I don't know what the third one is, maybe the screen protector. But you've got a silicone shell that peels off, and that's the shock absorption for dropping it, so that the hard shell never breaks. And the hard shell is what protects the phone itself. That pops off in a few places, which are clearly marked now with eject symbols. That's cool. Still feel as well made as they used to. And you got your back here, which has like a foam in it for some cushion, so that, or like some give so that it can press tight. Got holes for volume and camera, and of course power. Basically there's things in the silicone so that you know the power is pushed through the silicone and the volume as well. So I'm really anal about dust between my phone and my screen protector. So I got a chamois here. I'm going to spend some time making sure this is perfect. It's funny, there's a hole in the screen protector for the home button. Kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like a lot of dust is going to get in through there, but I guess we'll see. I mean, it's always going to be on my belt clip, which means it's facing in. So maybe it won't be that bad. So that was a tight fit. It doesn't even seem like the phone is even going to fit in there, but then you go around and you clip all of them and it does, so it's really like secured in there well. I already did it over again a few times just to make sure all the dust was out of there. So the silicone goes on now. And there we go. Like I said about not caring about how the phone looks because I have a case. I mean, this thing looks totally different now. It looks like a military, like ridiculous, huge PDA thing. Huge brick. Just looks like a giant rectangle. The whole thing is one massive screen. It's pretty ridiculous. But I don't know, it's cool looking. You know, that's laid out nice. They have a flap for the headphones, so it is like really dust proof now. Keep that safe because, you know, I'll be using that all the time with the new tangle-free headset we got. Earphones connected. I was gonna say, I love this background, and when you do it, it makes like colors, but it's the colors of where you're putting your finger down. You got like green bubbles, purple bubbles, yellow bubbles, and just like, ooh, all sorts of bubbles. I got distracted. So yeah, this phone is cool. This is all open on the Otterbox. You can reach it like so. And yeah, this phone is going to be my multimedia powerhouse. I'll be using it for everything constantly all day. So, I don't know. This is very good to have. Does it still rotate? Oh yeah, the belt clip still rotates. And does it a lot nicer too. Nice big sturdy belt clip. I like doing it like that. I like wearing it like this, I think. Or no. This might be easier. Wear it like that. I don't know how I'm gonna wear it, but it's cool. It's really cool. Great phone, great case. Okay, so they had a bundle. The case and the car charger. Normally, that's $80. This is $50. This is $30. But their bundle was you get both those and this $13 screen protector 3-pack for $70. So I needed this anyways. So you do the bundle and I saved $10 on it basically and got these. And the reason why these are good is, I mean, I clean my Otterboxes a lot, so I'm gonna see how this goes with just this, but I mean, noticing this, I'm not too happy about that. It's even like off by a little bit. So dust can get in there, and if dust makes its way in there and you're hitting the screen, you're hitting that piece of dust over and over again, that can actually be worse than not having a screen protector on here at all. So I may, like, if that becomes a problem, then I'll double it up. I'll be having this screen protector on and then in here, and that's still not a problem for touch sensitivity or anything at all. But yeah, that is the Samsung Galaxy S5 Otterbox case. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you like this video, please like it. Any questions, please leave them in the comments. And I don't know, just look out on the channel. We got lots of cool stuff coming up. So please subscribe. Really appreciate it. So yeah, have a good night, everyone.